What's going on, guys? Andrew Piluk Hockey here, back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about the Toronto Maple Leafs 4-1 victory over the Carolina Hurricanes on this Tuesday night. So hopefully you guys like the backdrop as well. I'm trying to switch it up on my channel, get some new looks here, and for my Leaf reviews, the game reviews, and other segments that I have on the channel. So if you're new, make sure to subscribe. Hopefully you guys can help me get to 4,000 subscribers. I wanted to get to 5K by the end of the year, but 4K, that would be awesome if we could do that as well. But to the game review, I'm wearing my Leaf jersey as well. Wanted to make sure I had as much Leaf jerseys in this as possible because I wanted to not just have a plain background. So as I always do, if you're new to these reviews, I always go over the goalie stats first. So it was Freddie Andersen versus Peter Mrazek tonight. And you know what? Both goaltenders had their pretty decent saves. Mrazek made a couple really nice pad saves. And Freddie was steady, as he always is, of course. So Freddie Andersen had 30 shots against, 1 goal against for 29 saves. And Peter Mrazek had 29 shots against, 4 goals against for 25 saves. Now, Carolina has one of the best blue lines in the league, so the Leafs getting that many shots off is very good. I'm very impressed with them being able to get that many shots off. Like I mentioned, Carolina does have an impressive defensive core. So let's get on to this game where just a couple quick notes. William Nylander had some pretty decently long shifts tonight. Now, before I get into, his penalties and stuff like that, or what, I kind of want to avoid that stuff. Guys, it's his 3rd game back, and when he's out there on the ice for too long, he's obviously going to get winded. He hasn't really been facing NHL competition. It's only his 3rd game back, and Ray Ferraro said it best on TSN. He had no, exhibition games. He missed probably a good, how many practices from, training camp all the way till now. Guys, it's going to take a little bit, but tonight he had a pretty solid game when he wasn't on the ice for too long. Also, another thing I want to mention, the Leafs' 4th line was very good tonight. Par Lindholm, Freddie the Goat, and Tyler Ennis. And now we'll segue right into the first period, as Tyler Ennis was the first goal scorer for the Toronto Maple Leafs tonight. His 5th of the season. What a bargain he was. I believe it was my buddy Kyle who tweeted out, @FatSexyCanadian on Twitter. Make sure to go follow him. He tweeted out like it's a steal that they have him for what, $650 or $675. Obviously 675,000 or 650,000. He's been a very, very valuable piece for the Leafs this year, and I don't think a lot of people appreciate what this 4th line has done some nights. They've been really good. Obviously, it was assisted by Freddie the Goat and Travis Dermott, who puts another point on the board, which is very good. And that's how the first period ended. There was no other goals. But in the second period, it looked like Zaitsev miscommunicated and he went for a pinch. I think Dermott might have been on as well, but regardless, Zaitsev was the reason why this goal happened. It left Justin Williams wide open. I think Freddie Andersen might have went down a little bit too quick, but this was the only goal that beat him tonight. His 6th of the season for Justin Williams on the power play. Sebastian Aho and Victor Rask got the assists on that play. Then, just a couple minutes later, Morgan Rielly makes a really nice play. He throws it out out in front. It looked like Andreas Janssen, a.k.a. Mango, they were talking about that on the broadcast, might have tipped it in, but it actually went off of Dougie Hamilton as Andreas Janssen hit Dougie Hamilton's stick and the puck went in. So that gets credited to Morgan Rielly, who now has 10 goals on the season, his career high, and the season's not even close to being over. That was assisted by Austin Matthews and William Nylander, who gets his 1st point, and he also got another one later, and we'll get to that. In the 3rd period, this is when the nice play from William Nylander happens. He had a couple really nice rushes tonight. I think that, like I mentioned, to start off, because of the fact that he's just coming back, he's going to need a couple more games to be able to have longer shifts and be able to keep up because, he hasn't had as much practice. But in this play, he went up on the rush and made a really nice pass to Patrick Marleau. That was his 8th of the season, again assisted by William Nylander and Nazem Kadri, who had some pretty nice hits tonight, actually, and that made it 3-1 for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Then, John Tavares got his 19th of the season. That was assisted by Mitch Marner and Jake Gardner. Marner made an impressive feed, really nice play, and I believe Chris Johnson made this tweet. Make sure to go follow him as well. I'm a huge fan of him and Saturday's Headlines crew, but I believe that means another bonus was hit by Mitch Marner as over $200,000. I think it's $212,500 or something around there. So Marner's cashing in that money. Of course, he's getting those bonuses, and I believe that would take onto the cap next year if that's where they push the bonuses. So just a good game for the Leafs, 4-1 victory. Some of the penalties tonight were a little off. I mean, it went both ways. Even Andreas Johnsson tripped over the back of the net, and that got the Leafs a power play. But just some quick notes. Like I mentioned, the fourth line was very good tonight. William Nylander, third game back, looks like he's getting better. He's skating a little better. And of course, if he gets his feet back, he starts to be able to dig in. Those long shifts will look a lot better, and he won't take penalties. So people, relax. He's going to be fine. Just a good all-around game. Freddie Anderson, solid once again. And let me just quick check here. I believe their next game, yes, it's Thursday against the Tampa Bay Lightning, who right now I believe have 49 points. I don't know. They could have more. Every time I seem to look at the schedule, they're just killing it. Tampa is going to be a real test. It's going to be a really, really fun game. I think the Leafs are going to have to come out and show that, you know, they're here to be one of the best teams in the league. And Tampa's really going to give them a good fight. So hopefully everybody will be on their A game. We're going to knock on wood because that's the table underneath me is wood. So if you're new, make sure you subscribe. Love to have more hockey conversations with you. Join the squad. Let's get to 4,000 subscribers. And again, hopefully we can get to 5K by the end of the month. That would be a Christmas miracle, I guess. But hopefully you guys will stick around. Click that notification bell. Let me know what you guys think of the new setup. I will be switching out the jerseys here and there as well, but these are all autographed. It might be hard to tell on the darker jerseys, and I think my head was blocking the Marner one. But again, make sure to subscribe and click the notification bell. I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. Go Leafs go. Big win tonight. Peace.